Hi everyone, welcome to Eden's Secrets. So this is craft video number 2, and I'm just starting out with really simple things, and I'm going to try and make them a little bit more difficult as the week goes on. As I've said before, I'm really trying to help the novices here, because I don't call myself, I don't know everything about soap making. I might be sort of advanced. That's the category I would put myself in. So I couldn't teach anyone that knows a lot about soap making. I couldn't teach them anything at all. They could teach me. So we've got some scales here, and I'm just going to turn them on. And yesterday, or the day before, I was trying to make something out of soap that looked a bit like a cinnamon stick, but it didn't work out. I curled them with my butter curler and then rolled them up, but they just looked awful. So instead we're going to make balls, and then I'm going to do something else with them at the end. So what I'm doing is just popping these on here like this until we get to 36 grams. And we've got 37 there, so I'm just going to take a little piece off until it's exactly 36. The reason I want every single one 36 grams is so that each ball is obviously exactly the same size. So what you do with this is you just keep squeezing it together like this, which softens it up, or you can use one of those one of these. A mallet. You can use a mallet, but I've found that when you use the mallet, the soap sticks to it, and it just works better in my hands for me. So once it's soft, we're just going to roll the balls up like this. It's going to be a weird video to watch. And then we're on with the second one.
Now when you freeze them, they do get a little mushy. That's alright. Still get that taste with the...
Fancy taking bites into Greystoke wood.
I'm videoing, right? That's a good idea. That's a real good idea.
It's fairly flat. Just Greystoke. I'm not really sure.
It's just about done, guys.
Why? What's that?
Well, it's just like a curl wood.
It is nice over there, isn't it?
Be wet.
It shouldn't be too wet, should it?
Eh? Do that? You don't want to do that.
Might need a little bit more wood on the fire. Coals are pretty good though. Leatherman Wave, one of the best multi-tools. Briar Grove Killer's got one. He just made a video and showed his. I never leave home without it. One of the best multi-tools out there.
You do get a bit of it on your hands, but you can always wear your rubber gloves if you want to for this, but my hands probably get washed about 50 times a day, so they are always clean. And it just seems to work better on bare skin for me. The rubber gloves, it sticks to them. So there you go. That you'll get the gist of part 1 in this video.
Name drops like Steigerbusch from Sweden. Jack, thanks. You've been with me since I started my channel. Pete from Mine Wiseman. Neil from Briar Grove Killer. Tom from Baton.
And I'm not rolling them into a perfect ball yet. I'll do that later on. There you go. Welcome back. So here we are. I've rolled some of the balls in sprinkles. And now we're just going to roll the rest of them until the video runs out. And so what I'm hoping to do this week is I want everyone to get creative. It doesn't matter what you do. If it's just making a video, if you knit, if you sew, if you do cross stitch, take photographs, anything at all. And I'm having a competition, and I'm going to choose my favourite creativity.
I like to figure out how things work. So I took the regular lighter, this is how it came just normally. I took everything off.
So just how cute do they look?
Except for that little
Like little chocolates, or big chocolates. That would be a big chocolate.
The only thing that's left of it.
And these will go in my my gift boxes. They've come on a bit, the gift boxes, so I really need to show you what they look like now. The ones that I showed on video and the photos on the website, they're literally the first products I made and put in the gift boxes. But I've made some new products now to go in them, so it's like a surprise. If you buy one, then you receive it, and oh, it's actually nicer than what we saw on the video or what's on the photograph.
What are you going to do with that? What are you going to do? So,
I'm just rolling this, squeezes those sprinkles into the soap. They're a little bit dry, these soap balls, because they're about 2-3 days old now. The younger they are, the better it is to stick the sprinkles to the soap and to roll the ball, because they're a bit softer. Now if you make really hard soap, this might not work too well. But if you make a hard soap, as soon as you've made it, you know, as soon as you've unmolded it, I mean, start chopping it up, and you might have to chop up the outside layer off. And as you look at the soap, you will be able to see the difference. Like even with mine, there was a layer of hard soap right round the outside of the soap, so I cut that off because that's a lot harder to roll.
If you let out all butane by accident and then you liked it,
and this will work with melt and pour soap as well as cold process.
Probably burn me a little bit. I'm not sure. I've never done it.
So the first few balls I made, the sprinkles were sticking to the outside very well, but as you see, they're not sticking as well to this. So what I'm doing there is I'm just squeezing the sprinkles into the soap and then rolling.
Oh, I know why. There we go.
And they might have looked a little bit ugly brown, but it works with the sprinkles because you've got the dark contrast of the background with all the lovely pastel pretty colours of the sprinkles. And I got this idea last week. It was my brother's 40th birthday, and we went to the Metro Centre, which I think is the biggest shopping centre in the UK. That's in the northeast. And I'm not an ice cream lover, but I absolutely love swirly ice cream. We call it Mr. Softy here, and it's just a real soft ice cream that looks a bit like the topping on cupcakes rather than a scoop of ice cream. And she dipped it in sprinkles, and it was absolutely delish. In fact, I've craved one ever since, but it's just as well because I wouldn't have stopped eating them every single day if I had them here. And I thought, oh, I might do that with the soap. So it's surprising where you get ideas from.
obviously.
I mean, I have done that before.
So, later.
But it just reminded me to do it again. So what we're going to do with the competition, it's going to run for the whole month of July. If you don't have YouTube, you can just send me an email, or if you have Facebook, send it to my Facebook account, which is Eden's Secret UK.
Do any of you live in LA?
Some of them live in LA.
Like ones that you know?
Yeah. Well, there's a lady who lives outside in Oxnard. Yeah, there's at least 4 that I know of.
Live right in LA?
I don't know. LA's a big place. I can smell the fire on you.
I mean,
Why? What are you wondering?
I don't know where that
Which shop?
maybe
Oh, right. He's into BB guns. If you know what they are, they're toy guns that fire little round pellets out. And there's an airsoft shop in LA, and he's wondering if anyone knows where it is and what the address is. And we're hoping to go and visit there on holiday next year, if we get there. And if you are going to enter my competition, you've got to be a subscriber on my channel.
It's in Walnut.
Walnut. That's a nice name for a village, isn't it? It's like Walnut Grove.
It's not a village. It's like a
Town. Yeah, it'll be a town. Alright. So yeah, competition rules are you've got to be a subscriber at least on YouTube or Facebook. And if you like my Facebook page as well, I've learned how to put a like button on there. You know how rubbish I am at internet stuff, finding my way around how to sort things. If you haven't got all of them, Facebook and YouTube, it doesn't matter as long as you're a subscriber somewhere.
And there was a town car arriving at the same time as my vehicle, and I can't see it because it's the same windows, obviously, and then it was you that stepped out, Jody stepped out, and